If you guys want to go fighting,
All right.
like go for
Hey,
it.
yo.
Hey guys.
We are arguing.
Whoa.
Arguing,
Mom and
like,
Dad
oh,
are
let's build
fighting and I'm
let's build a
watching.
fucking.
Yep.
Turns out we're killing demons today.
Let's build a fucking thing to collapse the tunnels. I'm like, bro, I don't care about these tunnels.
Hello?
It's only one tunnel I care
Hello?
about.
Hi.
Yo.
We're still in deep thought. Hold on, give us a second.
We got a breakout.
Does
We
anybody...
got to brainstorm something.
Okay, does anybody want to do the recap and then maybe you guys talk about it, or?
Oh yeah.
I don't even
Oh no,
remember what
I
happened.
was late. I have to apologize.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Sorry. Actually, I had some questions. Actually, I was late because I was making questions for Kraig.
Okay.
I want to get these done real quick.
Oh.
First question, Kraig. In Terraria, when you pour water over,
Okay.
like,
Wait.
they pour water over a torch, does it take the torch out?
I feel
Yes,
like
no.
we'll
get back
That's
to
a
it,
yes.
The-
That's a yes.
Second question. Does jet
The
fuel
music
melt
kicked
steel
in.
beams?
under the right conditions.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to Sagas and Solace, where we talk about
Welcome.
Terraria.
Win, everybody.
Please, somebody recap us, please. Please.
All
I'll
right.
do a recap.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
Ah. The city of Moazgadan hums with the lull of a patiently growing tree. Carnelian Circle continues to be the guild of nameless gardeners, bowkeepers, and root tenders. Over the past week, Laza and I have been setting aside our differences in predisposition and coordinating our research. Meanwhile, the Circle's set to discuss with the captain of the Barrow King and explore the nature of the Silverstones. Alucard had risked himself to give us a summons to meet with Babylon. This was a risk I will not take for granted. Now I sit in the Stone Sanctuary, weighing our options, considering the necessary questions to be addressed in our audience with Babylon, and to further extend our invitation to the world leaders and warring factions of Corvallis. This land sleeps. Blood runs like a blanket around it. It always feels that now is the time for action, yet the threat of futility remains. To strike while the iron is hot necessitates a well-kept forge. May I bear the lessons of the patient and the discarded to not forget them, as they will be needed these upcoming days.
all right. Well done recap. So it shall be as it was. You find yourself standing before the entrance to something beneath the silver stones. What do you guys want to do next?
Well, that's it then. Let's go home.
Well, a loss is a loss. Unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't see any ways out of this without like Marlowe or other backup.
But there is a positive spin, right? Yes, we can flip this. We know new things. We've met opposition that simply won't be reasoned with. We can keep an eye on them. We know them now, so we can watch them from afar. Guess what their goals are. Prepare for eventual confrontation should it happen. Right? We can keep an eye. We can cripple their progress as much as they've done with ours if we desired to. However, I think this particular endeavor is a flop, and we should leave.
You still have that divination thing, right? You ask what their intentions is with this place?
I've got one more divination. I could ask a god. Yeah, let me think about that for a second. Kind of Which god should I pulse out a book? Which god should I be asking about? What demons are down there?
Should we really linger here and do this when they're right down there?
They're
that-
miles.
Could be quick.
They're miles down. I haven't been able to detect them. Lingering for a few minutes shouldn't have any harm.
All right then. Hey, Sewigg, I'm about to make some exposure. You want it?
Arcane exposure, yes.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
no.
let me write this out real quick.
Oh, my
Ring.
gauge is capped.
Wait,
What would be a good?
No, wait, no, it's not. It's 3. I'm wrong. I'm
is
wrong.
this
I lied.
Is this the second time you're casting the spell today?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it does get infinitely worse and harder the more times you cast it.
Okay.
Didn't we travel for like a day?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we had a day travel.
We did it right before we came back to the Silverstones, so yeah, that might have been 1 day's worth of travel.
No.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Okay. Anyway. Continue.
Okay. Making sure I wrote this out correctly because I know you got to be specific with definition. Asking what are the intentions of the demons and the earth beneath the silver stones. What are the intentions and goals of the demons in the Tear Labyrinth beneath the silver stones?
Did you type that out?
I put it in notes. You want me to put it in here?
Put it in Foundry for chat, but
Alright. Copy.
and did you ask a specific god? I need to know who your target is, if you have one.
Right. Hang on. Which god? Which god? We should just probably go with Runetheris again.
Okay. Response prepared. Prepared. The answer is to stem the flow of sickness into the cattle.
Knarh will have a very puzzled look upon getting a reply, and she's gonna go. I don't know what to do with that information entirely.
Well,
the demon's intentions is to stem the flow of sickness into the cattle.
Lots of big words.
What?
They're trying to fight off the infection as well. I
Or
guess.
they're trying to keep it out of their food.
Mm.
Yeah. A lot of
Now-
assumptions could be made from this, and I don't want to think too hard on that yet.
It's bleak either way, so we should probably just move on.
Well, we've already informed the Arrow King that they are here, so.
True.
Parties that need to know.
Right then. Shall we sing the song and return to Arcadum?
Anyone
Yep.
here a singer?
Definitely not.
Barrow of Lattice will raise his hands.
Peril has a beautiful singing voice.
Do we all
I-
hold hands?
I don't think any of us have done this. And do you even know the song to return us to the library, Barrel?
Barrow will point at its mouth and then will point at you.
You can nod or shake your head. Do you know
Barrow
the
will
song?
point at his lack of neck and indicate he can't actually do any of that.
Even now, he's still trying to make fun. Like it.
Fine, you may speak for now.
Of course, I know the words.
Fine. You may attempt it simply because I don't wish to.
uh, Is everyone ready? Should I get started?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm a little Charizard, short and stout. Here is my barrel, and there is my lid. Ha 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 ha!
Oh.
We sang songs of Charizard with the spell had awoken us first. Traveling for those traveling next. You know, I think there should be a secondary verse. Ah!
Ah.
Suddenly, I feel more confident in my singing voice. Barrel can do it. Surely I can.
Boo.
We were told you only need to have will put into it to get you somewhere.
Meanwhile, back in the Stone Sanctuary. I like the bit of prose that you used here, Mr. Marlowe. Take stick, folks. Luke?
Oh yeah, I just didn't respond.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Takes ruler, pokes him.
Okay.
It wasn't a question. He just said he liked something. I don't know.
Alright.
Just
I
stares
like the
into
weather.
this-
Oh, wow. Tell me more.
Laza will let the
Fucking elaborate.
I will let the Laza will let that compliment kind of just sit there in the room awkwardly, and he'll keep working with you.
Like an elephant in the room.
He'll keep humming. He's having a great time. Oh, Mr. Marlowe, I did have a question.
What was it?
Well, I've been thinking. And what does is our plan to deal with the Barrow King precisely? We want to talk him out of war, yes?
I don't want to.
I s-
Why would I want to talk him out of war? It seems to be his business, does it not?
Well, yes, Mr. Marlowe, but you said so yourself. Things seem futile. Surely peace is the best way to preserve the continent. Or I suppose
I don't follow.
focusing the
How would
warfare.
peace be the best?
Well, if there's no war, then people aren't trying to kill each other.
People aren't trying to kill each other. The ancients will still awaken. It's reset the land. There's still...
Well, yes, but if they're not trying to kill each other, then they can work with us to stop that from happening.
If they want to.
Well, they live on the continent. I suppose they would have to be convinced, but surely self-preservation alone would inure them to assist us.
Barrow King, I doubt it.
I suppose that's true. He's already somewhat dead, but the living ones must care. Especially this brass baron fellow.
He seemed to not care.
What do you mean?
And his arrogance. He brushed aside our presentation of the information
True.
as just another one of the infinite things he is clearly capable of conquering. May as well chalk the entire rest of Verum and the sun, the entire astral sea onto that as well.
It is true he is
He's not a
arrogant.
rational person.
Well, I don't know if that's true. You've only had one meeting with the fellow.
Well, I don't know him well, if at all, but what he's presented to me is the only thing I can work off of.
Yes, but I suppose if you think about it, logically, we are a unknown political state. Perhaps he does care, but did not wish to show us.
We should focus on gaining esteem for our small city-state so that perhaps we would be respected to be able to present something to the Brass Baron? Is that a worthwhile expenditure of our time and resources?
It could be. It might also be accomplishable simply by doing the rest of what we are doing. And if all else fails, Mr. Marlowe, we could simply mind break him. There are plenty of spells in which could inure him to our will.
I do get a bit uneasy with meddling with the personalities of other people, or their will, so to speak. But I'll not get in your way if you choose to do so, or if
Well,
the rest of the
to
circle
be-
decides that's the best course of
To
action.
be clear, I'm not saying that it should be our first course or even a necessary one. But if what you're saying is true, Mr. Marlowe, and this man's arrogance will stand in the way, well, just simply a quick rearrangement of some things. Sometimes it takes a heavier hand to make someone see the truth. And you've seen that yourself.
I think that option should be shared with the rest of the circle, as they might explore its potentials. That, and I don't practice enchantment magic. I'm more of a transmutation and conjuration.
True, I'm also of the
Caster
more
myself.
divination spec myself. But such magics do exist. I suppose we have to start thinking about this more, well, convalescently. We need to make sure that all of these different factors come into play as we need them. And if we cannot convince him with words, then we might need to do what magic what words could not. After all, if you recall, Mr. Marlowe, it was the use of an external force that awakened Mr. Carter to being able to speak with us in a more open mind. Perhaps a similar factor needs to be played upon the Brass Baron. I would say that his arrogance is akin to the zealotry that the Mytharians have. Would you not agree?
I can see that. However, the external force that interacted with Carter was informative by its nature.
That's true.
Just a bit.
Not sure that could be replicated as easily. That doesn't mean we can't at least put it on the table. I'm sure when the others return, we could have a nice, long, and productive discussion about, oh, look, there they are.
Yay. Ah, yes. I donned my costume so I could sing along with Beryl, appropriately. I'll take that off now.
My better half is more of a you will learn kind of person, and I think I'm quite the no. Did you guys make any progress? Been about a week, I suppose.
Well, there's mostly bad news, unfortunately. Not real progress. The demons have made it in under the place. A long way down. There are no other entrances, and they are well entrenched.
If there's
What
any...
is that? What does well entrenched mean?
Well,
are there more of them? Outposts? Are they guarding the entrance?
They all just went in. All of them.
That's the one thing I can confirm, is they've all seemed to have entered it, but it's deep underground, far below my senses. But what we did learn is that
if it's
they
far
seem
below
to be...
your senses, how do you know they're in there?
We scouted the area. None of them were in the surrounding area.
Demonic energy had punched a hole into the silver stones and down into the area. They're down there.
Well,
Also, I did some divination.
And what did that reveal?
I tried to ask Runtheris, Big Happy Dragon, about what the intentions of the demons were down in Tyr's Labyrinth and everything. What I got back was to stem the flow of sickness into the cattle. Now, I could be wrong, but demons view us as the cattle, right?
I think that's a safe assumption. You could even leap to the Mytharians being the cattle.
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not sure I know what sickness they're entirely trying to stem, unless they're trying to do what I'm trying to do, which would be fix the magic.
Same sickness that's probably found over in the Broken Brothers, or similar, at least in origin.
Are you certain that is what was said, Miss Knarh?
To stem the flow of sickness into the cattle, yeah.
Well, I do not agree with the reference of people as cattle. There is a certain bit of interest I have in the line of to stem the flow. Stem the flow.
Isn't that a fancy way of, stopping?
Well, yes, but most specifically, stem is usually a medical term.
Control.
I find that quite... Yes. The flow of sickness. Oh.
What can be revealed from that is that there is a flow of sickness into the people.
Yes, much to what we have witnessed.
Yes. No, saw something while she was energy, as I'll wiggle my fingers.
That was
Master
mostly-
is sickness. Master is 3 hands.
Oh, right. All of you, back to silence.
Oh.
Oh.
Sir.
Well, look, Laza, I'm not great with the big words all the time, but if it's a medical term, that's not in my wheelhouse. Still trying to put everything together to try and get the bigger picture, but yeah, big words make it harder for me.
From what we understood from the library with Cornelius, that the sickness can flow through the ley lines, correct? Perhaps the flow is through the ley lines, and we know there's a major one connected to that location.
Aye?
Perhaps the
The-
destruction of the gates was simply a collateral piece of damage to accomplish this other task, perhaps?
They took the pieces with them down, so I can only assume they intended to repurpose them.
Concerning. You were saying, Mr. Marlowe?
If the cattle is the Metherians, then it has nothing to do with us. If the cattle includes us and other people, then it seems that they would be helping us. Without further information, I don't think we have any reason to interfere with this.
Would it? No, it would. It would be wise to keep tabs on them, yes? Just a little
Yeah,
divination
yeah.
on occasion.
The main benefit of opening the gate was to have the Barrow King's forces get access to the city. We might not need that at the moment. We also don't know the degree of harm that can be caused by the demons re-entering Corvanus from that location. They already have the demon wastes.
Yes, but the demon waste is a blight. We don't need a second demon waste, Mr. Marlowe.
It's true.
If that's what they're
Been
planning.
there?
No, but I've seen a map. It's immense. It's a third of the continent.
More than that, Twilight. We were once told and given a map and shown that the flow of the ley lines and everything, the demon waste is a big old blacked out spot.
That can't be good. I don't know anything about that, but still.
What do you mean that can't be good? Because it seems the opposite. Wherever mana flows freely, that's where the issues arise.
Bingo.
Now there's a big spot where there isn't a coalescence of mana, and that's supposedly bad.
Isn't
Isn't the mana the
supposed-
bad thing here?
Isn't there supposed to be mana everywhere, balanced?
No,
I'm
Yeah.
not a caster, but I imagine
With-
it is
with-
supposed to be everywhere, yes?
With different natured ley lines, yes. The one that we miraculously, thanks to Sewigg, have managed to correct here is as close as you're going to get to something functional, but even on Calcatesh, they behave entirely differently.
Well, I'm just saying, right? The demon wastes. All the stories are pretty terrible. Anything you hear about it, demons everywhere. People who go there become demons. Who knows? Monsters. I hesitate to imagine that it would be a good thing to have the lower east quadrant of the continent also become something like that. For normal people. I could be completely wrong. But it feels bad.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot prioritize what feels bad to you over what I have agreed to assist on. That's fixing these ley lines.
And
We
the
don't
correct
know
stuff
what they're doing, the ley lines.
Okay.
We don't know how them as a variable on this board interacts with the ley lines. We are out of information.
True.
You
Wasn't
were saying
it?
something, Gruul.
Oh, sorry.
One of the things I think I've noticed about this is we do want the mana to flow, but the issue is other locations that have become sick or stagnant from the breaking seems to be seeping into the sicknesses that spread, as stated before. The broken brothers or the broken oaks. This is, as Cornelius said, it was the sickness spread into them. It could probably spread to other locations, and obviously the demons probably can't feed on these aberrations, I believe. So they need
Where
to
does the sickness stem from?
the island.
The island.
It's
Have
all-
you heard back anything from our island friends? Do I call them friends? I don't even know who they are, really.
They're the followers of Falael.
The people in the portal.
Opens book, flips through it. Falael. Ah, okay.
Let me open my iMessage app real quick.
But if they're there to stop the flow of sickness, then that must be there must be sickness in that area.
Might not be the same sickness that the demons are referring to. Or the Ruin Theris, I suppose. But I don't know if Ruin Theris was speaking through the perspective of the demons.
According to Knarh, there were also lots of other things underneath the Fey Gate. Maybe there's something down there related to it. Who knows?
A vault, a ley line, and something called one of Tia's contingencies.
Well, the Lich told us a lot about this Tia guy, so... Too many pieces.
Agreed.
Returning back to the topic of the Barrow King, it seems that he is no longer in an aggressive manner towards the Metherians. Forces have been recalled back.
It seems some kind of interference of a peaceful god has helped influence the incense, and the Barrow King is being receptive to this.
Peace.
We received
Cool.
an invitation to join us for a talk. We should find a good time to do that and align the schedules and distances it would take for us to meet together.
Who, the Falael people?
No, the Barrel King.
Oh,
I'm going through my notes for the Falael people.
I see.
As Marlowe's shuffling through his 500 fucking papers, he will pull out the ley line map and hand it over to Twilight Mouse. For reference from what Knarh was explaining.
Big light on the island. Big light where the Toad King is. Dead spot.
Well,
So,
what shall we do first?
Well, we wish to make talks with some of them, or do you have ways of communicating? And you've returned notes?
I could certainly make sendings, but I would need to know what to say.
Well, who do we wish
Has
to
there been
speak
any
to?
progress on speaking with the Western Rebellion, the Druids?
I have sent word. I believe they'll be receptive.
Well, certainly works within the time frame we have, assuming that the longest it'll take would be for the Barrow King to arrive. I think for these discussions, there's no chance of the Metherians joining them. There just isn't enough time. That and the only person we know that would be receptive to conversation at the most, or maybe least, is Carter. and he seems to be busy.
Hmm.
So he hasn't returned yet.
Perhaps have you guys contacted him in an attempt to find out the situation? We still have no idea what happened.
If he walked, he should have just got back to the city. I'll give him a week. I'll send a sending. If he had turned around immediately as he got back to the city, he'd still be a little while away from the Ice Under.
That's
I don't
true.
want to bother him too much.
Yeah, especially if it is as bad as we heard for back there.
Right. So, are we calling people here to speak with them? Are we continuing to open gates? What are we doing next?
We should set a meeting. A set in stone time and place. Should be here at Moazkadam. Inviting the leaders of the major factions. The Barrow King, the Brass Baron, and whoever we can speak to from the Western Rebellion. If there are more factions that we should get involved, then I am all open. We can send out settings. But I think a month from now should be a good amount of time, and hopefully we can at least see what's on the other side of Hilly Locks in the meantime. Are you comfortable leaving the Silverstone's demon situation to be out of sight, out of mind for a bit?
I think it's a lost cause, so sure.
Not really anything I can do right now, except prepare for the next time we face off against demons.
Missed it enough?
The Barrow King's men have been informed of their existence, so that is all that needs to be done as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's it then.
Right then, let's set a date and then we'll get ready to head to Hilly Lock.
Hilly Locks. It has an S at the end.
Locks. Okay.
All right. So, quick aside over here. You want to set a meeting for the major factions in a month's time, and you want to investigate Hilly Locks in the meantime.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I will propose that we talk to Babylon, perhaps today, either
Okay.
before or after Hilly Locks, but I do want to have that conversation.
Well, I need to know what you want to do next, because I need to prepare maps.
I will propose this. That is the general best usage of our time that I think that we could be doing with what we have, and that should align with Captain Carter. However, this this invitation from Alucard, I think we should use it prior to that meeting to gain as much information about the demons as possible. And I think we should openly share that information during the meeting.
Right. You want to do that now then? Before we go to Hilly Locks?
I'm not against it. I'd rather hear what you all think. But I'm open to doing that immediately.
Information is key.
You wanna... Yeah, but information from a demon lord.
What's the difference? Information from a back alley brute or information from a king is the same, depending on the situation.
Do we have any way of getting information from him? Why would he share it willingly?
We could ask. Why he would share it willingly? I don't know. He's a god. I'm not going to analyze the motivations of a god that I have never spoken to.
Yeah, like with any of the gods. You just don't know.
I just hope we've learned from my mistake and aren't just willy-nilly taking up these deals.
I have no intention for a deal unless it is presented. My intention is to get information.
He is a god of deals. What do you mean? Oaths, promises. Yes?
Fine.
Yeah, you'd be right. It's technically his domains, at least.
So, I don't want to ask this flippantly, but what is the harm of this interaction? What could go wrong? I'm a little out of the loop as far as this goes.
Well, we know what came wrong of my deal.
Stares blankly.
The
Well, you
heart.
asked the god of bloodshed for power, and he gave you a method to cause more bloodshed. Was
Oh, that.
Yeah,
harmful?
you haven't even used it, so there is no consequences to your actions as you so speak them.
The only
Good deal.
consequence I see is the temptation to use it.
True.
Or that
But
it's in
it's-
our possession and not safely hidden away.
Our possession on Corvinus is probably the most safely hidden away.
Next to the library. But, yes, sure. Are we certain that this won't have any equivalent consequences?
No. We're not certain. He could blink and evaporate us on a whim, most likely. We don't know
When has
these
that not
things.
been an issue?
That would not be fun.
Yeah, you vanished for 3 minutes and just randomly came back. We don't understand the potential downsides to these things. We're in over our head, and because of that, we have to be a bit desperate
And
or open to more avenues than we normally would be.
fine. Then what is your questions? What do you intend to find out?
Who is Agamemnon? Who are these demons? Why is Babylon not empowered on this continent with all of these demons? They're assuming that all of these demons are devout worshippers of Babylon. He should have a greater presence on this continent than Theria. And yet he doesn't.
Okay, sounds like a
What
nice
is
situation.
his relationship with the demons here? Is he against them? Is he for them? There's a lot we don't know. And
Sounds
we
good to me.
have the
Let's do
added context that we have seen a lot. I am not from here, and we have the ability to ask questions that people from Corvinus would not think to ask. We should take advantage of that. Get them the information they need. Are you opposed to this? Are you afraid of an unforeseen consequence?
Not really. But I do hope we at least know that we have not been unscathed by such actions. You yourself have angered another god in our direction.
That was funny.
But if you are confident that you can talk to him and get what you need from him, then so be it. You have not failed us so far. At least
I will say this about my other action. Her wrath towards you was not a consequence of my behavior, but a consequence of her wrathfulness. There was nothing fair about that. She knows that. And you had nothing to do with it.
he shrugs, and it still is. Whether or not she's
And
wrathful, hateful, it is your actions that had led it to happen.
We were standing at the base of the hill when you yelled at the avalanche. It happens. But if we weren't with you, it wouldn't have, not to us.
Look, if we're gonna talk to a demon, I ain't afraid of demons. I just I don't like them, but I'm not scared of them.
Well, Mr. Laza, will you join us?
Yes, most certainly.
I will bring Alucard as well.
Best not to.
Why not? He
I
would
was
have-
already
How come?
kind of on edge giving you the thing. You might not
Maybe,
want to bring him when you're
shoot the
reading it.
messenger, so to speak.
Well,
Yeah.
then ask him for the proper etiquette, and then send him back if he wants to go back. Simple.
Yeah, he was cracking.
Are you all? Yeah, he most likely skimmed the edges of an oath, I presume. It might be wise not to bring him.
Skim the edges isn't breaking. He could come along.
Cracking, which he seemed to be doing.
Your choice.
Are you all ready to return to Mazgadan?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
has there been enough time for you to be able to do that, Laza?
Yes, Mr. Marlowe.
Wait. So Beryl sang the song. We chanted together. We wound up here. If we left the Stone Sanctuary, would we just show up back there? Is that how it works?
Yes.
You sound very confident.
I mean, you could try it. You could head out that door.
Don't.
See what happens.
I mean, I am
I presume you'll end up back where you were.
rather curious to find out how it works.
Perhaps not do it next to the portal that leads you to the demon hole.
Well, okay. So
How-
what?
How else are you
Mr.
getting back?
Mr. Lasso going to teleport us out of here back to here? Is that what's happening?
We are. This is a separate space given to him by another god. What do you want?
I failed to see your point. We
Magic
have
is
to go.
funky, let's put it that way.
It's time to go back to Moazgadan. This is not Moazgadan.
Yes.
So if we step out into Moazgadan, this is a very excellent method of transportation, at least recall. But if we just wind up back there, then now we know.
Why not wait till we go to Hillylox and not again the portal that leads to demons, possibly?
Mr. Ninanoth, how do we get to Hillylox?
The same
Okay.
portal that this one is attached to.
The Fey Gate, yes?
Right. From my understanding, this is attached to the Fey Gate. Calm down, please.
It is not.
It is not. What makes you think that this is connected to the Fey Gate?
Mostly. Okay, I gotta go above board. Like, I was informed
Okay.
above that this was the thing that happened while we were all here.
No,
No,
this
the
is inside
the
the
center
stone.
of the ziggurat is the same as this map for just ease of access. And when we have our meetings with Lander and people like that, that's in like a meeting room in the center of the ziggurat. But it just
It
looks like
looks
this because
just
it's
like
a
this.
small rock map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are two different places,
I'll probably
though.
make a cool. I'll make a cool Mazgadan like center meeting room map for
Oh,
future
okay.
stuff.
That would be very helpful to clarify the
Yeah, I think the only NPC who's actually been in here is Carter. In the summons and Carter and like familiars and summons and shit.
So we have
Everyone
to
else
leave
in the-
so that Mr. Laza can teleport us back, so that then we can use the Fey Gate to then go to Hillylox.
I think
No.
Twilight Mouse should go through the port.
I'm
Twilight,
going
what
through
are
the
you
portal.
talking about?
Why are you making assumptions about how magic works?
I'm not, but you don't know, and I don't
We'll
know.
be
You know who
teleported from
does
here
know?
to Moazgadan.
Right here.
Jesus.
Just ask the guy who does know. Good lord.
If she blows up, we'll just hire like an experienced like architect or something.
No, don't mention the blowing up.
Look,
Jesus.
look.
In-
Listen. Mr. Lazo can probably teleport us from here. But if I walk out that gate and find out where it leads, right?
Fine, just go. Good lord, stop wasting our time.
Oh my gosh.
It's don't. It will just take you back to where you were, and then you'll have to wait to sing the song again.
Oh, good. Now we know.
Well-
See, Mr. Lazo knew all along he was just holding the information. And now I know. Problem solved. Carry on.
Shall I take us back to my Arcadum now?
Please,
Please.
Mr. Lazo.
Wow.
Ron will be shaking his head.
Sounds like I was fucking right.
Yep. Darkness. Yep.
Is there a chance that she'll blow up going through the door?
No.
Sometimes I wish
Hooray.
we just had
Not
pencil
even-
and
not even a
crayons
little.
for the
Not
child.
even a little. Like,
I have my own pencil and crayons. Thank
what
you
if I
very
open
much.
and close the door?
Just slice her in half. Just right there in the midsection.
Uh-oh. Anyway. Alright, so you guys go back to Mascadan. So, are you going to have the meeting with Le Babylon? Or at least try to?
Sounds like it.
Yes. If everyone agrees to, then I'm opening
do
the
it.
scroll.
Oh boy.
Mm. Who's all
Any
going?
naysayers?
Just the party?
We're going back, yeah. To Moeskin, and then we're talking to Babylon.
No, to talk to
Talking to
Babylon. Who's
Babylon.
talking to Babylon? The party? That was his
Oh,
Are we
question.
taking anyone else, but like Laszlo or something like
Yeah,
that?
Lazo's coming out.
Yeah, all of us and Laza.
All of
Hopefully
you,
the ally slot.
all of you, ally
Hopefully
will
we
take-
can leave Barrel.
Yeah, all of you and Laza will take the ally slot.
Sounds good.
Actually, yeah, let's do it.
Alright, sounds good.
No, I'm leaving them back. They're not coming.
I was
Bring the
Babylon.
zombies.
I was
The
thinking of
the ghouls are very sad.
I want to meet Babylon.
I didn't know an undead could be the Saga.
Barrow will make the ghouls laugh.
yeah. I was thinking about just staying, but I'll go.
You don't have to go if you don't want to, but
It'll be
Don't
like
hold
you
me.
stayed, don't worry.
Damn.
Man, that's kind of messed up.
Thanks. I'll stay.
Thanks, bro.
And if you got things to do here, why leave?
I will terrorize the town when you're gone.
Jesus.
You don't want to speak to the god of oaths and darkness or whatever.
Nah,
I went to-
talked to the his subordinates. I'm good.
While you guys are gone, Chrome just starts pissing all over the grove.
I have someone else that's alive to piss for me.
Oh yeah, that's true. You have to go
Go
find
pee
them.
for me.
You will pee.
But I
for-
can't. I said now. Now.
Now, pee now.
I just want to hear the
He goes to the
information
blacksmith
firsthand.
guild. He goes behind the counter and starts drinking the coffee that's meant for the employees.
It's free. Yeah, 2 employees.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
I opened the door for
It's like,
you.
you can't do that. Oh yeah, you gonna stop me? Go
I'm
ahead.
the secret group.
Go ahead. Take it from me. Breathe loudly.
Give me a reason.
Give me a reason.
I've been to 2 places looking for a fight. None has happened.
I mean, we could have fought them, but it might have been unwise.
Go fight
It's
the
like level
chicken.
15, dude. We're not fighting here.
I need a demon killing spell.
Ooh.
If I had a
Don't you
demon
mind
killing
advantage,
spell,
She'll counter it.
I bet you I could put that girl in a headlock like I did with the Hague.
Then I cast more. Can't
And
counter
yet
all of
you
them.
didn't.
Alright. Here we go. Alright. Go ahead. Open the scroll. Gather yourselves up. We'll play it out.
Right.
Ready?
He's not gonna give us a trial to see if we're worthy of speaking words to him, is he?
Better not.
I don't know. We'll go. Remember that weird girl dancing around in Helilox? We'll just go there and Chrome can kill her or something.
Again.
Well, let's just open the damn scroll. Come on.
Marlowe opens the scroll. Extremely unceremoniously.
Oh, just.
Okay.
Yep,
It's like, yeah, what do
that's
we work
Marlowe.
Rips the scroll a little bit. I bet.
Parchment ripping? No. You know how many times he's done this?
There's a reason my hands are so soft.
Your homemade lotion?
Jesus.
Using animal fat in there.
No.
I use coconut butter.
Oh no, don't do it,
Don't desecrate pet life like this. Please. Not in my presence.
What's a coconut?
It's like your head.
Hollow, and you can shake it, you hear some swishing.
Nice. Very, very good.
I can hear some. Let's see. Some music for you guys.
Mm.
Oh god.
What's the family company joke? Fuck. Never mind.
SC Johnson.
Essie.
S.
Oh no, it's Milton Bradley,
Okay.
a family company, but that's not the right. It's actually SC Johnson.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Milton Bradley.
Sagas and Solace, a family show. Starring Barrel of Cum.
Milton
Jesus.
Babylon, a demon company.
all right.
We inseminate our citizens
What the
Featuring
for a
Marlowe,
higher birth rate.
Sewigg,
I'll just
Kraig,
stand over here now.
Knarh.
Why are you like this?
Why are you going to Babylon? What is this?
Why do you go to Babylon?
Why are you going to the god of demons? This is nonsense.
All right, so I'm sure I don't have to say this, but this is a serious social encounter.
Mhm.
Mr. Babylon.
Don't mess up.
Please be careful.
No
Thanks for the barrel
promises.
of cum, guys.
Mr. Babylon, why are you?
Mr. Babylon.
Why?
Let me
So
introduce you to my good
serious.
friend, Barrel of Laughs.
Mr. Babylon.
Funny guy.
Why are you so handsome?
All right, here we go.
Why are you running?
I would like to offer you the soul of Twilight, Mouse.
Why are you gay?
That thing's
Please
already
take
been
it.
tainted multiple times. Dude, you don't want
Can
that.
I become a demon?
That's used product right
And
there.
there's a custom song for Babylon.
Ooh. I hear it.
I like custom songs.
It's not like any of us worship the good side of the, divinity or anything.
I heard extreme.
Oh, you're a shark
vocal
again.
from-
Just flopping around on the ground.
Up.
And let me know if you're loaded.
Marlowe will
Oh, I'm loaded. Dang.
I'm
this
in.
looks sick.
Man. That's sick as hell.
Doesn't this map remind you of someplace?
Is that the Four Horsemen?
Kind of
That's
does.
sick as hell.
Darker and redder.
Yeah.
Did Chrome just show up with us when we open the scroll? Is he not?
Oh, did Chrome not want to go with you? Oh, sorry.
Get out of here, Chrome.
Did he get? Did he get?
Go,
Did he get caught in the blast radius?
go pee on trees.
No.
Get
I
that
bought a war pick and I'm picking at the egg.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no. no.
Jesus.
Oh,
This man,
boy,
man.
that's a cool
I
car.
don't feel so good, Mr. Marlowe.
All right. Are you ready?
Red.
All right. As you open the scroll, sinister magic will envelop the entire party. Mr. Laza will hold up his hands, ready to defend against any magical attack, but the overwhelming force will swallow whole the party. When you come to, as you look around, you will see a place filled with dark, elongated shadows, the presence of effigies of beautiful-looking, sinister creatures holding aloft different flaming torches. Within them, you can hear the distant screams of tortured souls. Within the center of the room, there is a audience platform, and far atop, hidden in shadows, a mighty throne. As this is kind of coalesced, someone will appear before you. You will see this individual.
Very dapper.
Marlowe will give a deep bow.
Knarh will nod.
Curtsy.
The creature, which looks to be a man wearing nothing but black, with a single white hat upon his belt, will give a short bow. Greetings. The scroll has permitted you the opportunity to have an audience with my Lord Babylon. But before we do such things, there are a few etiquettes that we should go over first. Number one, you are to speak truth within my Lord's presence at all times. My Lord does not have time for liars. Second, you must have tribute in which to offer him. He is a busy deity, does not waste his time for fools. If you have no presentable tribute, tribute shall be taken from you. And third, I need you to stand still for a moment. He will slowly turn his gaze over each individual member. Alright, who here has a chaotic alignment?
Nope, I'm too neutral. I wrote it down.
I don't know if any of us do. I maybe Sewigg
And
would be the
look at
most.
Sewigg.
but I think
Okay.
he's still
Yeah, Chrome
neutral
here.
evil.
Yeah.
Chromate here.
I am neutral evil.
So,
I
everyone
am
here,
also neutral.
how many of you are lawful?
Me.
Me.
I do not sense any propensity for oath breaking amongst you. I know that my lord will have more sight of such things than I. I wish you the most auspicious of luck. Your audience has been granted of 30 minutes. Do not waste my lord's time. Would you like to come up as a group?
Please, yes.
Please.
Yep.
Rather refreshing. Bananas?
Yeah, when you get to about here, you will see that there are spears pointed within the center of the room. Eyes are on you, old and ancient eyes. And far at the very top, you will see a great throne. And there, seated upon it, the Dark Lord, Babylon. Oh, take a long look at that.
Hmm.
Woo!
Look at that throne.
Hmm.
That art was made by John Silva.
Purdy.
Nazi.
Hey.
He was a Magic the Gathering artist.
Yeah.
Can definitely
Pretty
see the
good.
quality.
I know it would be inappropriate, but I want to pet the bird.
Don't pet the bird.
I won't pet the bird. That is out of character.
Okay. Alright, I don't have my Go XLR, but as you approach, you will hear a voice that speaks around you, behind you, to the side of you, in front of you, the figure remaining unmoving.
So, you are the chosen of Alucard. I was wondering what you would look like. Disappointing. You have used your scroll. You have been granted your audience. Your time starts now.
And you will see that a hourglass, spectrally summoned in front of each of these horsemen, begins to tick down.
Out of character, is this represented in IRL time?
Yes.
Exactly 30 minutes? Okay.
Yep, starting now.
Lord Babylon. We appreciate your time. Will not squander it. We are travelers from Corvanis, desperate in search of information. And we come here to seek your wisdom and perhaps glean any knowledge that might be useful to us.
I find it quite strange that you would come before me, Marlowe, servant of Ezekine. Is not your god one of the gods of knowledge? Do you find my counterpart distasteful? Or do you perhaps find Runetheris boring? I'm interested to hear your answer.
I find that the questions I have I would prefer to ask you instead, as most of them pertain to your domain and business, and presumably your concern.
A diplomatic response. Proceed.
We've been trying to fix the ley lines of Corvanis, as I presume you understand that they are broken. In doing so, we have run into various demons, as well as various oaths and laws. And I'm trying to make sense of this land. It is foreign in physicality and concept, My first question would be, where's your presence in this land? It seems that there are countless demons and oaths, even oaths that underline our own city-state, and yet your presence has not been seen.
The answer to your question is quite simple. My capacity to manifest my presence within that land is difficult. The demons there are not under my guidance. They are rebels, for lack of a better word. And unlike the rebels of Greygrim, they don't even know what they are. Collateral damage of the experiments of that damnable mad wizard. A sickness that still yet lingers far after the experiment has ran its course. I have sent agents of my own to curtail this rebellion. It will take time.
Would this have something to do with Agamemnon?
That is the name of the leader of the rebels, yes. I must admit that the term rebel may yet not be quite so accurate. I believe that fiend doesn't even know what it is. Truth be told, his birth as a fiend was not of the natural discourse. No. He was forged by chemical science, outside the purview of my holy dominance. Without a proper tyrant, such a fiend will lose their way. And here we are.
My father was a follower of yours. His father before him. While my truest of hearts do not rest within the purview of your domain, I have learned lessons, deep lessons that patience itself could not teach me through their guidance in my upbringing. And with that, I have seen the necessity and the good for order and its flourishing, despite the preferred method it takes in the land of Kalkadesh. I've seen the necessity of your circle, and I wish. Well, I guess I would ask if there is a way for us to work together and goals be aligned. Saving the continent, preserving knowledge, and establishing an order of...
An interesting proposition. If your lineage were followers of mine, but your heart does not follow theirs, I cannot help but wonder how any alliance would be just as such. What need do I have of you? Precisely.
I don't know, but hopefully one that would align with the preservation of the continent and the knowledge contained within.
Well, you certainly didn't inherit your sire's propensity towards proper deal-making. To present that you have nothing to offer means you lose your leverage. But I shall answer the heart of your question. Your presumption is that I wish to preserve the continent. I have no such desire. That continent is one of many upon many worlds upon many places. And upon its death, it will be rebuilt. Their souls shall be reaped, and the process continues eternal infinitum. If it is your purpose to preserve the continent as you see it, and the paltry knowledge that it has to offer, I do not blame you. You are a servant of Azakine, after all. And although I will admit we are not enemies, we are also not friends. I find him to be a bit dull, if I'm honest. Therefore, you come to me asking for information, presenting to me a situation in which I could perhaps provide alliance. You have much to gain from our alliance, no doubt, for my strength is amongst the mightiest. But I'll say again, Marlowe, what's in it for me?
These rebels under Agamemnon are causing you trouble. And they're causing us trouble as well. I suppose it would be in our mutual interest. And a relief of your resources for us to help get rid of them.
Interesting. You would promise to aid in their destruction and subjugation.
I can't make that promise at the moment without sufficient information. The first is we don't know how to distinguish a follower of Agamemnon from other demons. We would just as ignorantly fight one of your servants as we would a servant of Agamemnon's.
Yes. The knowledge of fiendish kind within that continent is most diminished. I seem to have found a use for you. Very well. I shall propose what is expected in exchange from what you have discussed thus far. You may tell me if you find it satisfactory. What I will require is quite simple. There is a sliver of my power that was stolen from me by the Mad Wizard. I suspect that it is within that continent, somewhere. I will admit that the Mad Wizard's propensities at hiding his actions from those with the power to stop him is second to none. But whilst he has protected it from the eyes of the immortal, perhaps mortal eyes may find what is hidden. Therefore, I believe a mutual exchange. And I do dare say that you'll find this to be most agreeable. For what was stolen from me is a tome of demonic strength beyond any mortal's kin to truly understand. Stolen, no doubt, and placed within one of his little laboratories. The problem is that I do not know which one. Find it for me, preserve its knowledge, and return it. Do so, and I shall consider aiding your request. Presuming that you are able to articulate precisely what it is you wish for me to do.
I accept these terms, but I can only speak for myself. Marlowe will look at the half-filled hourglass and say, there's one more thing I would like to offer, if it is an offer. I'm a bit unsure of these things, but Marlowe will pull out the other stone billets, and on them the oath and poem inscribed on them. I've taken it upon myself to swear an oath, supposedly to myself or my own ideals, something to stick by. It is said that we possess souls of the traveler, whatever that means. But I do wish to swear an oath from my soul upon this when I make the oath, as a gesture of faith in your domain. I do not know if this is worthwhile tribute or even considered tribute at all, but I, at the very least, hope that this is a gesture of good faith.
While it is most a good gesture in good faith, it is not possible. Your soul belongs to another, one of whom that I have no quarrel.
Who would that be?
Your god.
This guy.
Or am I mistaken that you have already made blood offering towards him? It is not often that the Grey Pantheon enact in such old laws in the sacrificial ways. Mostly it is the propensity of the Black. But here we are.
I'm afraid I am unfamiliar with any of this.
Then allow me to teach you. You have given blood and flesh of yourself to that which you call your god. I can see the presence of your Lord Ezekine upon you. Even now, his care and love for you attempts to protect you from the darkness of my realm. It is adorable. I have no quarrel with the rock god, nor his forge. I will not be taking your soul, nor accepting an oath in which puts it into jeopardy. I shall, however, take another tribute, should you find it acceptable.
What would that be?
That one. Lord Babylon will point towards Laza.
His soul does not belong to me. But I have eaten half of the time spent. I will let everyone else speak and not interrupt. Marlowe will look at Lazo with the eyes that say, good luck, and he'll put his rocks back in his pocket.
Laza will look up.
Well, surely my soul belongs to Ezekine. Babylon will smile. Oh. I wonder why I did not prepare an oath.
Nor should you have to take one.
Babylon's eyes will quickly dart to Knarh. He'll hold up a hand, and the hourglass will stop.
Did you have something to say, Orc?
I can't hear you, Legend.
She will be looking at the ground and she will look up at the hourglass. Not unless it's my turn. I will hold my tongue.
Good.
And with that, the hourglass will restart. What say you? Well, Mr. Marlowe, do you have one of those oaths? I didn't prepare for this.
These are oaths to myself, my future, in essence. I'm afraid that I can't give them to you. They would be useless.
Oh,
None of them would help him.
My lord Babylon, I don't know how to do what you ask. Ignorance. Something you're not used to, I dare say. Very well. I shall have a seneschal write an appropriate oath for you. The terms will be paraphrased, but quite simple. You shall give to me your soul, should you fail to recover the tome. Does that sound acceptable? Laza will look frighteningly up towards Babylon, and then will look towards Marlowe. Do you think that's a good idea, Mr. Marlowe?
I don't know.
You are needed within the city. A moment, if you would. Sir, look, Babylon. I have made mistakes and read a book and thought myself wise of gods. Might I ask what your service would mean for one such as us?
Are you questioning what I'm going to do for you? Be more articulate with your words, rancid soul.
If we were to give service to you, become bound to you, what would be required of us? What would be Would we still be serving within the circle, or would you take us?
Are you offering me your service as tribute?
If I know what the service means.
And why would I take the service of one who has forgotten their own promise? No. Your service is invaluable to me. This one, however, knows the Cyclopean language. Useful, valuable. I shall take his oath as tribute, and should you agree to my terms, I will provide aid. Well, as he looks towards Laza. What kind of aid are you going to provide? Lord Babylon will sigh. I suppose that depends entirely on what you had in mind. His hands dance upon the arm of the throne.
We will have time to consider that when we are finding your tome. Or I will speak for myself, but I find your offer to be very generous, as it allows us to preserve knowledge as well as assist you in assisting us. I will accept, Laza, if you are willing to.
Laza will say, I will do so if Mr. Marlowe thinks it is wise. I agree to your paraphrased terms. Very well.
Are the rest of you willing to accept this?
I reach out to hold Laza's hand.
You will hold it.
Do what you must.
We should look through the labyrinth of the Wanderer that has been infested with his followers first. Maybe a way to getting in.
We can discuss this after. Are there anything else we need to ask Lord Babylon?
Yes. Lord Babylon, might I ask you a brief conjuration of the tome's likeness, so I may familiarize myself with it?
Good
I
idea.
want to know what I'm looking for.
Very well. With a flick of his fingers, a tattoo will sear itself onto Laza's forehead. Laza will cry out in pain, "Oh! Oh!" That is its likeness. It shall also serve as a reminder, an indicator of whether or not you are on the path. Should the searing upon his flesh break, know that you will be made oath breakers. I shall come for you.
Would you be able to tell us who our souls are tied to? The news of my soul being tied to Hezekiah is news to me.
Truly. Are you not faithful and pious?
I am. I wish to walk in his footsteps. Maybe glimpse at the direction in the distance he sees, but I don't feel that I belong to him.
Oh, perhaps you misunderstand my meaning. You are of him, therefore you belong to him. You do not belong to me. Besides, I have enough of your forebears, and all the prose I could possibly need. Your time dwindles short. My seneschal will provide for you the exactitude of your particular agreement and oath, Laza, and you shall receive this tome unto me. In exchange, you shall be given aid as per needed. That aid will be represented here. You will conjure a black tome, and it will float its way in front of Marlowe. You will find within it fewer pages than expected. It is my judgment of how much help I deem to give to you. Write your request within its pages, and they shall dissipate, a representation of my patience. Once they are gone, the tome shall turn to ash, and our business concluded. Do you understand?
Understood. and it will be addressed and written in after we have discovered and retrieved your tome.
That is not an absolute requirement. You may take your time to receive the tome. You may use the requisitions as you see fit. In either case, a tribute has been locked, and your promise has been made. Therefore, it seems that your time before the throne below has come to its conclusion. I shall send you from my realm with a warning. One day, you may find yourself at an impasse in which logic and heart are at odds. Do not ignore your heart. Go. I return you to the realm of mortals, until the day comes to when your sins bring you to me. Alright, that's Babylon.
Nice.
I'm the man in black. Is there a Chrome in your party, perchance?
Yeah, he's wanted in several states. They'll never catch me.
The Man in Black is another
Indeed.
name for Babylon, though.
Do you have any bandits amongst you?
Some bald band?
Well,
On
Fuck,
returning back,
we-
Knarh looks at Laza, looks at his forehead. Still sting?
Laza will nod.
Here, it's not a lot. I will use Time Stitch to try and heal the wound at the very least.
I'll counterspell it.
what?
Right?
It is best not to use time on a thing that it was just applied.
There's that, and I feel that Babylon had been very generous. And I know it's easy for me to say, Mr. Laza, but yeah.
I will
Okay,
offer Laza some black tar heroin
He will
to
just
calm
say,
his pain.
He will just say, "It hurts, but I think it is. I think it is worth it. We needed it after all, right, Mr. Marlowe?"
The mouse will
We
frown.
now know about the demons on this continent. Most likely more than anyone else. I think we've achieved a lot more than our initial objective. Although there are more questions than answers, but not necessary questions, just nagging ones. As to why you are not bound to Hezekiah and I am, I don't. I don't know. Maybe it was his phrasing, but it seems that your soul would be more bound than mine. It doesn't need to be addressed at the moment.
Your religion is very strange. Why would you not think that you're more bound than Laza? Laza literally follows you around. You're the one who acts on his own and does all these Ezekine things. If anything, he's practically your disciple. Why does this surprise you?
He's not my disciple, first off. And I'm a very old man, and he's actually older than I am, and has been serving Hezekiah longer than I have.
And yet.
In fact, the only person following us around is you.
Hmm.
So careful who you're pointing fingers at.
Wonder why.
Why does no one care?
Should Mr. Marlowe, if I'm not needed, I think I should pray.
I will not bother you.
Please.
I think the rest of us should discuss what just happened, as well as make preparations to align the rest of this.
I have a nagging question. Why
He
does
deserves-
no one care? Why do none of the higher beings of the world seem to care about whether everything gets turned over?
Because we're nothing to them.
They've
said it
seen it
themselves.
100 times.
Babylon admitted that he knows that things are off-put because of the wizard. If the world overturns, that's not gonna fix anything. So why doesn't he care?
He said as much. We're one of thousands, many worlds, many places. Why should he care about one? We're nothing. If we want what we have so badly, then we have to do something about it. We can't depend on gods.
They've simply explained it before. They have other ways. They do not need us.
If this world didn't matter, it wouldn't be so important. The wizard, to the gods, to anything. But it is. It bothers me.
We got what we needed. Apparently we have not only the information that we went in for, but also some favor to spend. Win-win. Except for, throwing Mr. Laza under the rug for it.
Come back, we can save
That-
Lanza.
That meeting was worthwhile. We got what we wanted. On to the next thing.
Holding my tongue.
Why is it you're so willing to let him sacrifice himself so easily? He seems
Because he's
rather...
not mine to sacrifice, so tell him not to sacrifice himself. He doesn't belong to me. He's willing. My willingness has nothing to do with it.
Do you feel no attachment to the man? No feeling of that he deserves better treatment? That you should have more care for his well-being? He is important to our city, if nothing else.
He doesn't feel
Being
responsible for
important to
another
our
person.
city. Yes. Him being important to our
Honestly.
city is a more utilitarian approach to it than my perspective. That sounds like he's a utility. He's his own person. He has his own story. It's not mine. It's
Why
not mine to
did-
expend or tell
why
him
did
to
Babylon
not
choose
expend
him?
for me.
He's doing it for
I
your
don't know.
story.
I think it would be
And that's his business.
important to the puzzle, I
You
suppose.
put your business in everyone's story, Marlowe.
Do I?
What
I
point of...
inject my business into your story?
If you want to talk about that, we could go all the way to when we first met. I've forgiven you for that, but berating me constantly about my magics and everything, those were my choices, yet still you would inject yourself in my story, if that's the way you want to put it.
My opinions are cheap and I throw them around quite a bit.
Look, we've done this little circle numerous times. Talking about our differences does nothing towards the goal. We all have the same goal. Let's move on.
Oh, your heart. Like I've done that all the time. Knarh goes to sit in the corner. Wait for everyone to make up their minds on what's happening next and call her over again.
Arcadum, how long would it take to train out of a... It's still 5 days to train from one feat to another, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After our experience with the demons and the last gate that we went through, I think it would be wise for me to train on how to keep the lot of us in stealth. I shall kind of wink at Gruul. It'll take a few days. I'm going to be taking some time to retrain out of Boundless Joy and into... oh wait, no, that's not a feat. It's not a feat. What am I thinking? I had something else.
Are Vera months measured in 30-day increments, evenly across the board?
Yep. All months are 30 days.
Do you want to take 5 days, and we'll spend 20 on Heliox, and then we'll spend 5 in preparation for the meeting? Is that enough time for you to get a new feat?
It's not a feat actually. It's a skill mastery.
I don't know how you fucking non-bards.
Sorry, I misspoke. That's what I meant.
I don't know how you not are
Still 5
lesser
days.
classes.
I was still 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Take 5. I'll go about seeing. I'm gonna craft a sword. Be like, I swear an oath, even though Babylon doesn't care or whatever.
I'll also take the 5 days after talking to Laza to train into Period, as my mundane feat has been wrong. I no longer have mounted combat.
Okay.
Babylon's gonna think my oath is cool.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk to Laza, Chrome?
Yes. I would slowly walk up. I'll place both my Balefrost and both of the 2 battle axes I've been borrowing from him. From his friend. And I'll say, perhaps we can pray together.
As you
Dear God.
approach Chrome, you will overhear the following. Almighty Hezekiah, O Forge Father, why is my soul not worthy to you? Please, I don't understand. Please tell me what I've done wrong. And then you say all that. Oh, Mr. Chrome. He'll wipe his trunk. Oh, of course, we can pray together.
I'll put down both his friend's ancient axe and my battle axe. I'm returning your friend's weapon. Perhaps we can pray or meditate, whatever, to each to their own.
He stares a long time at the axes. Very well.
Chrome doesn't actually pray, he just meditates. He kind of just
You just
thinks
spend
about
time
his
with him?
ancestors. Yeah, I spend time thinking about him and my ancestries of Balefrost.
Oink! Lick.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else you guys want to do for 5 days? Because I have some updates in 5 days.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, we hit our fucking
Yeah, I gotta do the things.
our
Rolls.
bump up music.
Woo.
I did want to say to Knarr something.
Okay, go ahead.
Huh?
I'll go pee while you do that.
Knarr pouting in a corner, angry, frustrated.
It seems that God is absent, so I can say whatever I want to. But I will refrain from the temptation.
You son of a bitch.
I can say whatever I want, says like.
Knarr,
Looks up at you.
Back in the Razor Cliffs, when that house was burning with all those people in it, that was not the first time I've seen a house full of people burn down. It most likely will not be the last. If you have any wonder as to why Babylon doesn't care about any of this, is probably not the first continent he's seen destroyed. And I am willing to bet that it will not be the last. That kind of perspective gives me the ability to act and be assertive. These decisions that I make have consequences, and if you're in the presence of them, you would understand that, as you've already known. You will suffer from the repercussions of those consequences. But I act from what I know, and I make decisions. I think you do too. You're not a bystander to my story. You're not collateral damage. This is a fucked up place. And the world itself is not our friend. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Don't let the whole thing go to hell in a handbasket. That's where I'm coming from. You say you have watched many houses burn down, you say the gods have watched continents burn down before. Fine. Learn from the past. So that you can do better in the future. And if all of this has happened before in the past, and the wizard himself is old news, then why is no one trying to fix it except the mortals stuck on Earth? Is this what the Seven felt like? Frustrated because no one gives two shits about us?
That's an honest question. I don't know. Most of their record is overly poetic. Dissolved. Not perverted in the sense of Matherianism, but diluted in the same extent. But odds are, yes, probably. But I can't tell you for certain. It just seems to be the way of things. People aren't concerned about you, or your home, or what you love, or anything. The world doesn't care about you, Knarh. I've convinced
There
myself
are
that
people
it is,
who do.
Yeah. To some extent.
Alright. As Marlowe leaves, Knarh will pull open her notes from the book on Blackfire and all the different gods and start flipping through them. Looking for someone who would care. Or if it really is just her.
Oh, sorry. Did you need me to go over that, or do you know the gods?
I have the Arcadum wiki on all the gods.
Hey, that's cool. Wow. Okay, continue.
You mean the Corvallis wiki?
Yeah.
A great resource for anything Verum related. Like and subscribe.
Amazing.
Get the battle pass. Get the battle pass.
Okay. You want me to do my roll? You want me to do the rolls now? Sounds like it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
during the 5 days, I was gonna ask if Sewigg could do another round as the Death Horse. Needs more supplies.
More
Do
bodies.
you have like 9 brains on you, dude?
I have 3.
It's 3 months of brains, bro.
Yeah, but I also need
Whatever.
bodies, if you didn't notice.
For what?
I have a body of the Elder if you want it. As Chrome stays to his side as he's meditating.
Yeah, I'll take that off your hands.
Lazo chanting about patience and stuff. While Chrome's very quietly pulling a corpse out of his backpack.
Why is it, Lord Hezekiah, that you seem to have forsaken me? Oh yeah, you need a corpse? Yeah, I got like one from that elder we found.
Corpse.
Ooh, shh, be quiet. Lazo's praying.
Over in the other corner, which of these gods would actually care about us?
And then over in the other corner.
Yes.
Holding hands, holding you, sweet Caroline, ba ba ba.
Please.
Knarh scoots a little further away to read her book. In more or less quiet.
Throws a rock. Okay.
I'm sorry, was that a miss? Was that a
It was. It was a miss. I deleted it.
I deleted it. Nobody saw that.
It looked like he was throwing gold at them.
Okay, here we go. We Caroline, ba ba ba. I love the sub quest of Gruul's eternal journey of trying to be super edgy. But I just keep
You have enough brains, dude.
I just keep giving him happy-go-lucky companions.
He could have just gone like the other 4 corpses hanging from this guy's guts. Like, why did bro hesitate? Where's the hesitation from?
You took it off the counter.
I mean, I'm
he took it
currently
off the
carrying-
counter. Oh, I see.
You are the source of your own misery. I just want you to know.
Actually, like, there was bodies laying there.
Look, alright. It's its own problem. He says, walking, carrying a bisected elder.
Look,
You'll see like beak has been pecking at it for a while.
Yeah, all the intestines are gone. Yeah.
I didn't want to say this like in the moment because I would have eaten away from the IRL 30 minutes, but I was like, please mention your mother to Babylon. Like,
I mean, my mother.
No.
it all goes back to my mom.
It all goes back to
She's
my
a Wendigo, by the way.
She's a Wendigo, by the way. Alright, here we go. Time to do some calculations.
Yeah, that was traveling, right? Can I
No, that was not traveling.
Yes, it was.
This just counts as traveling, right?
You traveled between 2 dimensions.
Gotta pick those dimensional shrooms.
Yeah, I gotta pick those.
I'm gonna start scrounging. Let's see, where did I know I put my recruitment measurements? Did I put it in your guys' chat?
You did at one point, yeah.
There are variables. There, oh my god, what's the word? Multipliers?
Where did I put those multipliers?
I don't think we know the value of the multipliers, but we do have a list of the shit.
Population. There we go. Okay, yeah. The grove is there, so well-fed is up. So.
I would like to request to get a chariot. with the leftover gold we get. Just a basic one.
What's up?
Dr. Shaps.
Yo, shut
Yo,
up.
hold on. Can I have some gold? Some spare
16.
change?
What about the
Uh,
generator?
give you-
So?
Yeah, I was like, didn't we give you like $4,000 to build a grove?
I need more, dude. This is $4,000 is nothing.
No,
I
you're a
need
fucking
more.
Archdruid. The only dream circle.
I require more.
We should spend the gold on tearing apart Barrel of Flaps.
We can rebuild them better. Silent.
I don't
What?
even care about better, just different. With no mouth.
Ooh, hell of a roll.
It would be a sin to silence
Oh,
that thing.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's a pretty big one right there.
That's real good.
That's a good ass
Jesus.
roll. Sweet Caroline. Wham, wham, wham.
Bum bum bum.
Oh yeah, does that include all the barrels of wine we're selling?
Here's
And the
I think those are
Cigars.
people. I don't know if it's gold.
7 barrels of wine.
And
I
what
sell
was
my
Okay.
body for gold. Is that how that works?
Oh, should I deduct people for your fucking needs?
the hiring needs?
No, for your needs, you monster.
The eating need.
Not at the moment. I've got enough.
No, you don't need it. You don't need any extra ghouls.
I've got the body. If one of them goes down, I can replace them.
Okay, just making sure.
You're just gonna carry a body around? Jesus.
No, I put it in my room.
Yo,
Even
B,
creepier. Holy.
No one lives nearby, bro.
never going to your room.
The maid comes into a mattress she's made before that hasn't been touched because you don't sleep, and there's just a fucking rotten corpse.
Well, I've already removed the mattress and just repurposed it as a stretcher. Just put bodies on.
I thought he was gonna say I already removed the maid.
No. She's good for taking care of the viscera.
One of the bodies in the room.
Bum,
Frodo
bum,
would need a
bum.
maid. He needs a fucking cleanup crew.
The viscera cleanup crew. There you go.
Just
Okay, now
I like to
40%
believe
market
one room
value
is
increase
better
from Lander. What's the base roll? It doesn't change. Sweet Caroline. Wham, wham, wham. Hey, what up with that? Turtle power. That's bite. Then you guys did what? A 10% tax? Right?
Yeah,
yes.
10% flat.
It's times. Oh, I have to roll market stuff. Fuck, that's right. Okay. Roll market fluctuations. Sweet Caroline. Brr, 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 brr,
Well, for the
brr.
market, we got Lander modifiers.
Yeah. I know.
Berry?
We haven't made that deal yet. We're
It's
waiting. Well, because we're waiting for the other merchant groups to show up, and then we're gonna make a deal with all of them at once.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We made a deal with Lander.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we made a deal for.
Yeah, we decided with the brass bear, and we're gonna wait for the other merchant groups to come together, and then they're gonna basically buy up the rest of our market.
Calculating stuff. Taking me a minute. Da-da-da-da.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In my 5th Mawazgadan obsidian file, which Jesus Christ, I have times modifiers. That's the only reference I have to the actual modifiers. I don't think I wrote them down.
They're deeper in our notes. I can grab them for you if you need them.
If you can copy paste those, I'll update the wiki. Just for record-keeping sake, prior to this, we were at 60 days, and now we're at 90 days. And prior, our population was 2291.
Yeah, your population is 3685 right now.
Cool, perfect.
Nice.
I can't get it out of my head. Damn you.
Minus the
Ba-ba-ba.
one-mate Venezuela that Gruul
Sweet
fucking
Caroline.
There you go. I pinged you.
Oh, cool, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I had to double check some stuff there. Alright, I'm ready to make your money rolls. Time to make some money.
Or tax them extra 20%.
I'm raising taxes in the what's this? The forest place. Yeah, the forest district is getting a tax raise.
With Lander's
I'm
change.
embezzling money.
No,
With your 10%
no,
tax.
we have God-ordained taxes engraved in oath stones across the city. You can't just be like, give me more money.
It was a rich neighborhood.
I require.
You could
Donation.
sell people the ability to go into the dream and then like see their loved ones again, but only a vague memory of them that's not real.
Well, also
Holy
only if
shit.
they're actually there, because most
Alright,
of the
you
souls and
guys
memories
make
get caught up in-
5,527 gold pieces.
Let's go.
From your taxes, so you minus that, you minus your upkeep from that, and you got your profit.
Upkeep is 3,190, so let me calc.
Alright, I also have some event rolls to make, so let me do that real quick.
Oh, yeah, we sent out, I think Laza sent out for one of our expert or master roles to be a blacksmith, and
I got that too.
And Golomancer.
I got to go over that too, but I got to roll random events. Ow, ow.
Gold pile.
Alright.
Yeah.
Our net profit is 2,337,
Sweet.
putting us at 3,879 total.
Mm-hmm.
Save it, put it
Almost
to
paying
work.
for yourself.
I think that's a reasonable amount to combine with a Royal Protector Golem and a fucking Obliterate Barrel.
Well, we got to get the Golomancer first.
What if I spend some of that money to
I
turn
will
my
do it myself.
fireball into a radiant fireball?
Well, we need the thing to make spells first.
Well, we
That
got
sounds
the
like a
oratory
great
with
thing
the
to do
main
after
building.
Healing Barrel left.
Yeah, don't we have the oratory already?
We don't.
That was an option for an auxiliary.
Didn't we take
That's
it as one
for
of our free
Capital
auxiliary
District.
starters?
We get free auxiliary starters for
We
the
got 3.
temple.
No,
Yeah.
he gave us options. I don't think he said they were
There are
free.
3 slots. We got to unlock 'em.
Oh, 3 slots.
Oh, I thought.
We knocked out all of the public works and the major areas, which is why
Yeah,
the
that-
upkeep is so high.
The freebie was a tier 4 vault and a tier 1 barracks.
Mm.
Alrighty,
And,
I got something for you.
oh,
This is a pretty major event.
oh, I should put down my god book. Okay.
Laza is approached, because he's the face of your party. Laza is approached by several of the local guard. And upon his approach, there are a list of refugees outside. Refugees from Haikio who are requesting access to live in Moazkadon. There are 7,000 of them.
Ooh. Oh.
Problem is, Laza is instructed by your various advisors that such an influx of people too rapidly can lead to a famine in the city. It will take quite a substantial gold investment in order to keep this from happening. So, would you like to accept the refugees or turn them away? That is your choice.
What's the estimated gold investment?
Well, hold on. We could invest all of our gold now into the Grove and the food-producing abilities of the Grove, and then that could tackle that problem.
No, the Grove boosts food. It doesn't make food. We would have to build more food production.
It doesn't make food?
No.
Either one works.
How does it boost food?
Oh, it both.
Either one works. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
doesn't it boost food by generating food?
It's a force multiplier. Anyway.
Yeah. There's a cost.
Okay.
That's basically what we
farms make food. The Grove just force multiplies it. But anyway, the fact still remains that 7,000 refugees wish to join. A couple of extra things that your advisors will provide. Amongst them, only 10% are skilled laborers. That's 90% of that's peasants.
They can work the farms, so.
So if we expand our food production, we could just have them working on it.
Yes, but right now it's going to be a bit of a turnover.
What is the what would be the blunt cost to taking care of their food costs?
To feed them for a month will take 3,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Well,
we'll actually be able to break even next month if we give all of our savings now.
Yes.
And if we could just invest all that into our farm production because we do get a lot of food because we have Druid and Grove and all that. We could
that's what I'm thinking.
We could possibly just invest in the food and then hopefully at the turn of the month they won't starve.
And we're assured that they're not bringing some kind of plague with them or something like that. Do we know anything about these refugees?
Only that they're from Haikio.
So they had to
if they have anything that would put people here at risk, like a plague or a demon, warts or whatever, chlamydia or something, like we won't accept them. But as long as they follow the oaths and they can farm their own food or whatever, I don't think we can turn them down.
We can make them.
All of those are risks that you'll have to take from an influx of just so many people. But the biggest one is food.
I say we go for it.
Wait, can't the dream hold those people until the food situation is sorted out?
No.
They still need to eat.
These motherfuckers don't know what the dream is.
Well, no, in the dream you're just not real. Food is infinite.
That is not true.
They're-
You are
don't have
real.
their brain.
Right. All right.
These are Corvanus peasants. They're not ready for that level of dank.
We could have a 7,000 undead army.
To answer your question,
Hmm.
you could store them in the dream, but they would most likely go insane.
Clover's there.
That
She'll just hug
That
That
doesn't-
would not.
that doesn't prevent what I'm saying.
So is Owen.
After a while,
You don't-
Clover would make me insane. No, thank you. She's cute and
well,
all, but
Here, let me look
talk
at.
some circles.
Yeah, she's pretty ugly.
Wow.
Honestly, we could just store them. Like, I go for storing them. They go insane. Oh well, we just unleash them into the astral sea.
What?
No.
No, we might as well just turn them loose
Rock.
if that's the case.
So
We wrote the
have.
rules on the rocks.
So just be clear, we have 3 farms that are tier 1. If we wanted to upgrade them to tier 2, how much would that cost per? Is it 1,000 from a tier 1?
It takes time to build those. We're going to have our opening investment just to bring them in.
They'll be building the farms because they need to feed themselves.
Yes.
And they don't have money, so their labor will be what's taxed to feed them.
Sure.
This should be self-sufficient.
Tier 2 farms is going to cost you 1,200.
1,200. Okay. Now, would that cover all 3 of them?
Yeah.
What about tier 3? And would covering all of them at tier 2 be enough, or would we have to go to tier 3?
You'd have to go to tier 3. Tier 3 is 2,600.
26?
Mhm.
I say we
I
invest
say
in
we
it.
spend it.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm down for spending that.
That means we have 1,277 left to kill Barrel.
All right.
So, tier 2 on the or tier 3 on the farms, and we're spending.
You have
26?
accepted the refugees. You will see the poor, the downtrodden, the war-weary come pouring into the stone gates of Arcadum. The city slowly begins to fill up.
Our new total is 1,279.
A lot of people.
Read the rocks. Don't just keep your fucking heads down. These are oaths. Read them.
Okay. That's the first event.
We have a total of 10,685 residents.
Yeah.
10,685 weebs. That's crazy.
Nice.
Alright, let's see people.
There's just Naruto running the whole time.
That's strangely
Not
reminiscent.
that.
Great ninja.
we double their quality of living, and they'll start building Gundams and shit. I swear to God. We let them make their own military. They'll have a functional railgun.
Oh yeah, shit. We gotta make sure to help us with Barrel to make Gundams.
Only
Skill
10% of them are skilled workers.
Okay. Next one up.
Well, we can always make them into skilled warriors. Like undead. Just saying.
Yeah.
Need a plague to happen, I'm there.
No,
A control plague, let's say that.
that is not a controlled plague.
Mhm.
Okay, next is a master craftsman. Approaches Laza. You guys want to do your secret watching thing?
You watched the
yeah.
two-way, the one-way glass. Let's go.
Yes, let me
Yes,
just
in the Carnelian Circle.
find my
Illuminati.
proper angle.
And everybody
Gruul
make
is going
sure
to
that
eat
you
your abuela.
make sure you get into a proper circle, or else Luke will lose
right.
his mind.
Hang on, if I
Who
go
gets to
Doing way over there.
Circle.
Please,
Fine.
that.
please, equidistant.
I'll have breakfast just flying. Far away.
Oh, you're right.
That's his canonical wire.
Bring Sewigg over here.
Mr. Sewigg, please,
Mr. Sewigg.
please move, Mr. Sewigg.
Good.
Yeah, it's listen.
Name's Marlowe, and I approve.
There's a little bit
Baza,
further.
can you send an invitation to Jeff Goldblum, please?
Don't you think he's super creepy? Why do you want him here?
For that reason.
Oh,
It'll be
okay.
just chaos.
For that reason.
He fits the vibes,
Not a
you know.
good person.
What did you say, Luke?
I said I'm not a good person.
Oh, I disagree. I think you're a swell fella.
I would summon Jeff Goldblum to a party if I had the opportunity.
Banishes Alucard, summons Jeff Goldblum.
You sure you're about that true neutral alignment?
Their Laza and Marlowe relationship are leaking into the real world.
Yo, okay, for real though, I like this standing formation.
Alrighty.
Knarh's looking through the peephole, looks down at the book, waiting for the person to show up. It's dark
Why
back
does mine
here.
have one people?
Wait, what?
1 pebbles. 100 people.
Why is it so low?
Souls.
Why?
Okay, I gotta pee.
You're in Twilight's spot.
What?
All right.
All right.
You guys will see someone enter the council chambers, but it is someone that you recognize.
Yo.
You will see this individual approach.
Yo.
I know him.
I don't
Hello,
recognize
guy.
him. Who's he?
He's from outside of Edgerton.
Happy-go-lucky
Oh, yeah.
guy. My people.
He's the guy I said I'll work for him, but he said it would takes you weeks to get the amount of money. I was like, fuck that.
All right, and up and approaching the Lazio. Oh, greetings, salutations. Greetings and salutations to you, sir. You're here to serve as a master smith. Oh yes, I heard much from my friends that this was quite the place, and considering the well, let us just say I am ready for a new start. Yes. Well, do you have an example of your skills? Oh yes, of course. And he'll start to show off various wares and everything, which will reveal that he is a master weaponsmith.
You hear the thud in the corner. Hello.
What'd you say?
It's just Marlowe.
Marlowe just step out from behind
I
his curtain.
couldn't hear Knarh all the way over there. I mean, this looks imposing, but
What?
What?
Are we getting here
Did
now?
did
yeah. I mean, you're at like a whisper from how far I am.
What is bro on about?
did you just walk into the circle and reveal yourself, or?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because Knarh was talking, and I just heard a whisper, and I'm like, I can't.
What?
fucking-
okay.
No.
He steps out. Oh, it is you. He approaches.
Are you're that guy in Edgington, right? The
Yes, I am.
blacksmith?
I am Appenpock.
Oppenpock.
Yes.
Marlowe, it's good to see you again.
Indeed. Oh, good day. Much fortuitousness it was. It is good to be here. Yes, Appenpock is very happy to see you. Appenpock was offering his services to strange long-nosed man. Blaza will blush. He will go back to Laza, seeing as Marlowe says nothing else. Appenpock would like to offer his services.
Back behind his curtain. Man.
He walks up. Oh, hey. It is you. Yes. How are you?
Leave.
Silence. Leaves. Okay. It is good to know that I am amongst friends. Yes, that's very good. Well, I have all of your information here. Thank you. I'll have to reflect on it. Thank you very much. Appenpock cannot wait to get started. Alright, and there is another Master Smith that approaches the Carnelian Circle.
Mhm.
Let's see here. You will see this individual appear. Take a look at that guy.
Look at that beard.
Wow.
Finally,
I'm
some
very
more
impressed.
dwarves.
Sewig's brother.
All right. He'll walk up. Are you the one known as Loza? Yes, sir, I am. Welcome to the Carnelian Circle. How may we assist you? I've come to offer my smithing skills to your growing city. Furthermore, I wish to live amongst the old homes of my people and see them properly restored. Gamble Deep Delve is my name. I am here to offer my hammer. Who is this?
Sorry. Marlowe.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you.
Very, very well. Do you have any examples of your wares? Of course! Observe! And he will start demonstrating all his different pieces of armor that he has for sale. He is a master armorsmith.
Nice.
I have taken note of your references. Thank you very much. Indeed. I will expect your response soon. Goodbye to you, Laza, and Marlowe.
He'll give a bow. Can you realistically overhear someone clearly 35 feet away?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're speaking loudly.
That's not very far.
This is an announcement
Oh,
room. This is literally meant to be spoken in.
Yeah, it is like,
Pull my little curtain aside, weren't you?
it does have acoustics, you know.
Were you actually unironically
Opens
doing
up
a
my
I can't
picture
hear
frame.
you comes out of hiding? Like,
It's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Opens up my picture frame, bruh.
Every time we're like 50 feet away or something, we always go at least like 10 to be like, hey man.
What?
Yeah.
Would it help if we all hid inside of the same portrait and we could just like do
I don't know why
commentary?
you're all hiding.
It was your idea. You did this.
You were the
Did
one
I?
who said we should keep ourselves hidden from the normal groups because you wanted to be able to act independently outside of the city without having to worry about being endlessly
luck.
identified.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Yes, Luke, that was like a major
did.
point you made.
Yeah, you
That's
told me that.
very
not to,
in character for Marlowe.
Introduce myself.
I told you
fact,
not
most-
to introduce.
Most of the time,
Yes.
Lazo speaks with people without our involvement at all.
Yeah,
Where
you guys
they
just watch and then talk about it later. But
Like,
yeah, you wanted
we-
the Carnelian Circle's actual leadership to be unknown to people.
Yeah, we only
I
spoke
thought that was
to
just
like
we had better shit to do. I didn't think that.
Well, that's why you did it that way, so that you could do better shit and Laza could still run stuff.
But instead, we sit here and watch when we get the chance because it's interesting to be involved.
People
sort
know
of.
who we are.
no.
No,
Lander
they
knows who
don't.
we are. Okay.
No,
Brass
yeah,
Baron knows
big
who we are.
player.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
big
the big
player.
players do, but
Are these guys not big players?
No.
Did you just
No,
forget
it's
everything? Like you've talked about this before.
That was dwarf number 3 and guy.
Like, Oppenpock made a little bit of sense because it's a guy you knew and you could instantly be like, "Hey, there's no reason to talk to
You
dwarf."
survived.
You knew that guy?
Yes, we met him a long time ago.
Opens up portrait. Yeah, I know him. He was from my hometown.
Nice.
God,
Okay.
that's so funny, dude.
You're the
This
one who
is
wanted to be a
bonkers.
secret. society.
Marlowe's brain has overloaded.
Man. Poor Luke, man.
I do. Just
Nick,
fucking
I'll-
ignore me.
I'll sit behind the curtain
No, we
with you.
can't,
If you need
because you
somebody to
keep-
make commentary with.
We can't ignore you because you keep breaking the veil.
In today's episode, Luke will play a doddering, senile old man.
He does say he's very old.
Who keeps wandering in the middle of...
Oh, where
There
am
you go,
I?
guy.
Look, I'm gonna
Okay.
go.
Are you channeling fucking
Oh,
what's
man.
this
I'm
fucking
gonna go
old
complete my end of the circle now.
Dirt Clomp? Are you old Dirt Clomp channeling right now?
Oh,
Channeling
man.
Jeff Goldblum.
Okay. Alright, so, anyway, that being aside, so you got two options for your Master Smiths, a Weaponsmith and an Armor Smith, an Anvanti and a Dwarf, respectively. And then finally, there is a... Let's see, I think there's something else. Oh, yes. A political update. A representative from the the representative from the Barrow King has finally arrived.
Nice.
Those people that he denying the war no more.
Well, he still sent a
I
representative.
think when I
guys.
meant
Yeah.
I think when I meant stay secret, I mean like don't go to the local taqueria and be like, hey, by the way, I'm a part of the Illuminati. I think it's like
Yeah, but if we
you
talk
can-
to everyone who
you
comes
can
through this
kinda know.
this door, that's basically doing the same thing.
You
Well,
just
I
want
mean,
to
I
be
think we should
regular
talk to
nobles?
Representative of the Barrow King.
You just don't want the pores to know about us.
He just wants to be regular nobles, and it
I
didn't know how
kind
to
of don't even
articulate it.
care. I just don't want to make billboards. I don't want to advertise our presence. I also don't want to be like a secret, hidden village of this fucking stone.
Now you're just complicating it more.
Look, Mr. Marlowe, if you don't want to be
I don't-
known by the peasants, you just don't go to the local taqueria. You eat something in your palace.
Yes, and she would
Oh
know a
my
lot
God,
about
I
that.
don't know what to think.
Hold my hand. Alright, here we go. Yeah, now he's definitely lost. He's holding hands with a Twilight mouse.
Man.
Yeah, bro's going out the drain.
Alright.
Confer to me some of your ignorance. Please share.
Alright, it's at this point that Laza will enter. Oh, first. And then enter. And then entering the audience chamber, you will see a fully armored in plate armor and a regal ancient male, powerful looking woman with a once beautiful face cracked from the side effects of being arisen. You will see on her shield bears the mark of the Barrow King, and she will give a crisp salute to Laza. And you'll see this lady.
Man, I had fun with her.
That is one of your best ones, dude. I
Thanks,
love
man.
this lady. I love this.
She's kind of handsome.
Yeah, she's kind of handsome.
Of the armor colors.
I also like how you gave her jaundice.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
At least this one makes sense. Alright, I will step out.
As she walks up, she will then say, Bashano, Evelyn Lestrange, at your service. I am here on behest of my lord, King of the East, Aether Trueheart. You are Laza, yes? Yes, I am, Miss Evelyn. And this is the, as he sees people stepping out, the Carnelian Circle. Yes, I was told that there were many of you that ruled the city of Moaz Kadan. I have been sent as an envoy of his lordship. I am his voice, I am his eyes, ears, his senses, his sword and shield. I am here to offer my services, both diplomatic and violent, should you need either. I shall also act as a vessel for my lord to inhabit whenever you will call forth your meetings, should you wish for his presence.
We are very grateful for yours, and by extension his presence then. And hopefully your stay in Moaz Kadan could be amenable to you.
I will admit, ever since I was a girl, I wanted to see the great cities of the dwarf kind. I think it will be a rewarding experience. In either case, I am here to serve you, in whatever capacity you require. My sword and shield are yours.
Accommodations will be provided.
You will give a nod. Her eyes slowly will move over to Sewigg. Sewigg, make me a history check.
do you know her? Do you have history?
Yes.
I'm on it.
Oh.
History. +0. Normal. 15.
Sewigg, you recognize the name Lestrange.
Oh, where's that from?
Lestrange is a warrior family that once served the Barrow King back when he was alive. They are amongst his most trusted knights and members of his inner circle.
Oh.
Or, I guess was, and is now again.
Yes.
She will give a bow,
No.
and then will excuse herself. Alright, just so you guys know, she is the political envoy of the Barrow King. Whenever you guys have your meetings, he will possess her body and speak through her. So you guys don't have to worry about him traveling here. In addition to that, as with your previous alliance and good standing with the Barrow King, Evelyn Lestrange can be used to occupy your ally slot, should you so choose. She is an Oath Keeper. And her design of her build is a full melee support and healer. So
Neat.
Aim.
I right now I just want to say we should not take her into battle. I think she should get a nice house in the Noble District with as much fucking lime flavored liqueurs as she wants. We just
well, yes,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that is an option on the table.
I've not heard of liqueurs. Is that a fancy drink that nobles have?
yeah,
I mean, yes.
Will she require your assistance, Sewigg, to feed her and her men, or do you think the changes you made to the mana in the area should sustain them?
I don't know. I don't work off feeding off the mana
She's fine.
anymore.
She's fine.
Okay.
fuck. I'd hope you would. You fucking archdruid.
I'm a druid. I don't eat mana.
Not like we fueled this entire area with a bunch of mana recently.
Yeah, they should be fine. You need not to worry about them.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. Laza, was there any reports of trouble or any major events after we shifted the ley lines?
Not that I've heard of.
That's good for now.
Oh, reports of massive swarms of rodents. Or
I don't think so.
Any sorcerers awakening their magical blood?
Not that I've heard
weird
of.
old men covered in mushrooms.
No.
All right.
Anyone death row?
Jeez.
Now our executioner. That's right.
Man.
Or
I mean, some of these peasants are down to not know how to farm and probably die of starvation. Just throwing that out there.
Wait, what was the decision on the peasants that we were taking in, the
Yep.
refugees?
We just upped our food production.
And took them in.
I see.
We upped the capacity for food production of a base public works. They work the food, they feed themselves. We take 10% for the coffers.
Hmm.
yes, we also get paid more since we have more people here.
Yes.
Money.
I mean, not much. 10% of them are only laborers.
There's also got to
think-
be a maximum cap.
Well,
for
10% of them are
community.
skilled laborers, Marlowe.
Oh yeah.
All of them are laborers if they're adults, really, but yeah.
Effectively, we're only
Child
going to get a
laborers.
boost in tax from 700 people. That's noteworthy, I presume.
Yeah, for now.
The
at
rest will
least.
hopefully be food, so they don't starve.
Well,
Or
It'll-
maybe you can train them to.
It will
do
take
shit.
it will take some time
700?
for that population to acclimate and assimilate, but yeah. I do have something else to mention that since many of them are Glayan, there is a chance for Glayan products to be made to your market, so that's pretty cool.
I don't know what all those products would be. Sounds cool.
Well, if you guys want a fucking
I-
katana, for example.
I think we let them
Eve
cook
shit.
for
Yeah.
another
Ugh.
30
I would like
30-day
one,
block.
7,000 weebs.
please. Yeah.
I would like to be taught shadow clone jutsus.
Ooh, me too.
Okay, alright.
Listen, I can't wield weapons. I can only use magic. Teach me your weebed.
Oh, mouse, I can't hear you. Or not. I don't fucking care. Never mind.
Never
within
mind.
15
Why
feet.
did I?
We're
why did
taking
I-
we're taking Op and Pock, right?
Well,
We're taking both.
Yeah, well,
Can we only take one?
I see no reason why.
You can take
Yeah,
both,
well,
but you'll have to up your upkeep.
Oh.
What's the upkeep on them?
Both of them are Master Smiths of equivalent level. They are both 300 added to the upkeep.
the issue is we only have 5 slots we only have 5 Giga Chad slots, and I don't want to spend one on the armor unless you guys want to.
I see.
We have
we have a
5
li-
I'm also pretty
Giga Chad
biased.
slots.
Wait,
Yeah,
oh,
who
do we
needs
only
armor?
have 5 slots for crafters or something?
Yeah, no, not for crafters, for the master, the top
Yeah,
2,
for the big ones.
the triple SSRs, the 5-star ranking.
Well, I mean,
We can only have 5 Chads.
What's the Genshin Impact thing there, Luke? The triple S?
The 5 stars.
The 5 stars, yeah.
Yeah, Op and Pock is a 5-star. We got to pull
She's
for.
Sure, just weapons then.
Okay, so just to clear,
If you do your daily swig, we need more dust to pull from Op and Pock.
is there a way to increase our limit on master crafters?
Oh, well, you can do more dailies, and then you can use the dust to purchase a
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Wait, that's real? Hold on. Let me do my dailies.
I'm sorry.
Your
Okay.
fucking dailies.
Oh.
When you get more population, you'll get more options because more of the city gets unlocked.
Oh,
Okay. So as we basically build up the city, we'll get more slots.
Yeah, you'll get more slots. Like, especially when you get all the forge districts up and running. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, also,
We haven't spent a single slot yet. I don't think we should worry about expanding until we get there. But I think it'll probably be costly or something.
Are any of them willing to wait in the city while we get the forges actually running? Because even if we pick them up right now, we don't actually have an active forge for them yet.
You can ask them to wait, but whether or not they'll wait long enough is going to be up to rolls.
Don't we have a
Get
forge
the
running?
Royal Forge running.
No, we don't. No, Royal Forge was an option for the Ziggurat, not a 3B.
It's not
I
option
know.
for the Ziggurat, it's for the Forge District. I thought we
No.
bought the Forge slot. That was a base unlock.
No, it was an auxiliary option for the Ziggurat.
No.
No, he means the
The
forge
the
district.
grand
The
Yeah.
Grand. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Grand.
the big fucking thing. That's like
The
10 city blocks that way.
$35,000 one? Yeah, no, we have not paid for that one.
We haven't. We just turned it on. We
$35,000.
haven't built it.
We turned on the heating system.
I remember that.
For heat.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Carter's Forge men aren't here. He'll be so pissed.
Actually,
Right.
they are.
Oh no, there was like 30 of them. They all dipped. Oh yeah. No,
They're here.
Anyways.
let's go to fucking Haley Locks. I'm losing my mind.
Okay, yes.
Alright,
Good.
well, that's all the events that I needed. Who are you taking with you to Hilly Locks, if you're taking anyone?
Is there a fucking lab? Is there a tier lab there?
Not that we know of.
There's not. There's a vault in the lake above Haley Locks, but that's a ways away from the actual portal.
There's one under Isola. But the weird thing about Haley Locks is there's nothing there but a portal and a little girl running around and singing during
I mean,
flowers.
same can be said about where we're at right now. There was the portal, but there was also the city underneath. We don't see anything. What's actually there?
We can return to the Silver Stones. Like, this is also an option.
Heliox is also a city, you realize.
More like a town,
What?
but yeah.
Yeah, a town. But, you know, more resources if we wanted to invite more people here.
Well, I don't think we should necessarily turn the portals into a way for travelers to move, but
Mr. Sewigg thinks that the thing that we need for Babylon is back at the last gate, and that we should go in.
It might be an option.
I wouldn't be
I'm not
I wouldn't
certain,
be too sure about that.
but backtracking would be good at some point.
We're still gonna face something that we cannot overcome if we backtrack.
yeah.
Well, you
I think
have
we should
Babylon's
tie
little
up-
journal, don't you?
There is
True, but
multiple
why
tier
expend it?
locations. The
Yeah.
Silver Stones doesn't seem naturally demonic. Although there's demons infesting the area, their goals didn't seem to be demonic in origin. Simply that their own methods.
What are you talking about?
I don't think what they're looking for there is the book.
Agamemnon hid the book. He already took it. He doesn't need to go send a horde of demons to go retrieve it. I think he knows where it is. I think it would be better hidden probably somewhere else. And if not, then maybe they take it with them. But I don't think it's sitting on a table for us underneath the Silverstones. I think it's somewhere else. And I also don't think it's at Hillylox, probably, because there wasn't a laboratory marked there. However,
Laza will speak up. Mr. Marlowe, I don't think Agamemnon has it.
What are you talking about, Marlowe?
I believe
did I misinterpret? Marlowe?
I believe he was referencing that it was stolen from him, and from it, Agamemnon was created.
Oh.
It was Tyr who took it.
Yeah,
Used
it's
it.
in one of his labs somewhere.
Oh, shit.
After
That's what
all,
he
that's
said.
the reason why he can't find it, is because Tyr's power is designed to prevent it from immortalize, but not mortalize.
Yeah, so even the demons that he has sent there to that laboratory would not be able to see it if it were to be there.
So we
Perhaps
can
until they
wait
leave.
until they leave. Yes, let's do that.
To
They'll
which
most likely be doing something nefarious in the meantime there. Or at least in
There
their own
is-
name, but
a vault beneath the Silverstones. There's a vault in the bone area. There's one beneath the ice flow. There's one at the tower. And there's one beneath the Weeping Lake. Oh, also, of course, there's one in the Pale City, but I don't think we're going there.
Well, it was used to craft Agamemnon. Then
Yeah.
perhaps
If
would
it
be
was-
in a laboratory instead.
If it was in a laboratory vault or something like that, perhaps it's in the Demon Waste.
True.
Because that's also where the contingency for Agamemnon is.
That makes sense.
It does.
Let's open up the last gate then, and then we can tackle this problem
There's still
directly
a
after the
gate
meeting, I suppose.
in control of the rebellion. We could link
Allegedly, there are
this
multiples.
one to that one.
I mean, there aren't any exact gates in the Misted Lands or anything like that.
Well, if we open the... Are there not?
No,
No, they are.
no. I mean,
Well, there's-
not whenever I look
They
at
were
the map.
spoken of, but not officially annotated.
Not directly connected to Augate.
If that's something you could look into, Mr. Sewigg, to connect the different types of gates, maybe that could expand our network. But our network is still incomplete. I have a itching immediacy in the back of my mind to finish the last gate of Hillylox. That
And then the
and it's
Demon Waste one.
strange. Yes,
I agree.
that should align.
We should take Hillylox, get some progress. This loss at Silverstone is bothering me.
Are you all ready? You had enough time
Yes.
to
I'm ready.
sharpen your edges.
I require gold, not edge to sharpen.
This
I
place-
require gold too, and an oratory.
So
also,
you guys
this
are
place-
you guys are ready to go to the Hillylox?
Ready to go to the
Alright.
Hillylox.
All right.
Yep. I will not bring the undead, but I will bring
Oh.
Meryl.
Give right before I'm giving Alpenpock all my magic rocks and being like, hey, I'm gonna show him my little diagram that I showed you.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Be like this.
And then he'll nod. Don't worry, my friend. I will make for you
Good.
My brothers. Good to see you out and back.
All right. Okay. Well, there we go. Party's gathered, and I think that's where we'll call it because I have to actually prepare all those maps. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke.
Good stuff, guys. Nice sesh.
Yeah.
Good.
Had a good time. You guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I get to be all sad and edgy, sitting in the corner thinking about broken promises.
Lol.
Called out by Babylon. Feels bad. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Don't forget to join our Discord, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we got any fan art.
Nah.
Don't look at that.
Nah.
No.
There is none.
There is none.
There is... Well...
I worked very hard on ruining Void's artwork.
Oh my goodness.
I
Look, it's pretty.
Jesus.
I don't even know. Can he show?
He can.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Technically, yes.
I don't think that's breaking any terms and
We should.
conditions.
Yes, we should say that there is a Jeff Goldblum trigger warning.
Oh yeah, that's the trigger warning.
That's not horrifying in any. No.
Why is one blushing and the other one not? What is happening here?
I don't know. All right, good. There you go. That's all you're getting from me.
Wow.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.